Hello everyone, this is Princess here, and I'm back again, finally uploading videos. My schedule has cleared up now. I'm not too busy with university now, so I am taking this time to upload some videos. And for this video, we're going to be talking about the next burst that's coming for Chapter 4, Part 2, which, as you can see, it is going to be for Rosa, which I'm really excited about because it's Final Fantasy IV. And the returning burst is going to be for Kurosame. So let's get started. So Rosa's force weapon is called the Yoichi Bow, and this will grant the force time Black and White Magic Bow Rapid Fire. That is a mouthful. And her force partner is going to be Lulu. So what this does, let me just zoom in on here. So it heals the party's HP by 100% and then deals a 6-hit AoE Brave split HP attack dealt 4 times. This will also grant Rosa's Prayer and re-raise to the party for 10 turns. So then for the bonus, so you get 45% when Rosa's HP is at least 100%, and then 30% when the buffs are at least 10. So, and it is once per turn. So overall, they're relatively easy to fill out. So Rosa's burst weapon is called the Perseus Bow, and this will grant her the finishing burst Holy Cross. It is a 10-hit AoE Brave split HP attack dealt twice, and as a neat little detail, it does include Cecil and Theodore. So then for her burst effect, it is 8 turns, and whenever Rosa acts, she will use Holy Blade after her turn, and in addition, the party will get 50% attack up, 20% Brave damage cap up, 20% HP damage up, 30% max Brave cap up, 20% max HP overflow up, and then 50% Brave gains up. So pretty loaded burst effect, and definitely something I would recommend going for, because it's a really supportive burst effect and can really help out the party. And then for Holy Blade itself, so it's a 4-hit AoE Brave full HP attack that is dealt 3 times. It has a 150% Stolen Brave overflow, raises Brave based on damage dealt for each attack except for the last one, raises Brave by 20% of damage dealt for the party, and then heals party HP by 50% of damage dealt up to 40% of max HP. So pretty loaded burst effect, and yes, just like Sarah, she does have a follow-up, but what I like about this one is that it shows Cecil instead, so... Okay, so now we have the boss. So you will be fighting the Ultima Weapon Origin. So there isn't a whole lot of attacks this thing has, but it has a lot of HP, roughly 350 million, just like the Bandersnatch from Chapter 2, and it has a lot of thresholds. The ones that you want to watch out for is so at 69, 39, and then 9%, it will use Flare Star, which is this guaranteed attack that will reduce your HP to 10%, but it does not ignore reductions. Instead, it will use Flare Star Plus instead if the party has 12 or more buffs. So this is used below 60 and 30% and will inflict max HP down. So buff management is going to be the key to this fight. So for the boss's force gauge, for weakness, you want to deal a ranged force that grants a buff. So someone like Rosa, Warrior of Light, or Noctis can help you out with this. And then for its gauge, so it goes up by 4% whenever you act, and there's going to be a 20% HP sap that's going to be active for the whole fight. And then at 3 out of 5, the boss will lower your attack and Brave damage by 150% and your Brave gains by 50%. So definitely a pretty tanky boss. And then for its force time, so this will depend on its buffs. Actually, let me go back really quickly. Okay, so for these two attacks right here, so as I mentioned, the force time depends on your buffs. So if the whole party has 18 buffs on them, 6 buffs on each party member, it's going to use Demise Ice Strike Plus. It's a guaranteed AoE Ice Magic Brave HP attack, and that's just it. But if you have less than 18, it's going to use Dark Glory, and this will randomly KO any party member, and it's going to ignore reduction. So if you have someone with Last Stand, then they're still going to die. Their force time is then 10 turns. The boss lowers your party's max HP by 90%, and then when it uses Black Calamity, it gets an instant turn. Okay, I just realized I wasn't showing the slide right here, but yeah, lowers your HP by 90% and instant turn after using Black Calamity. So the overall key things that you want for this fight. So first off, buff management is one of them. Make sure your whole party's got 18 buffs. If not, use a call like Beatrix or Saz or Hope. Make sure you have a lot of healing as well, because that Flare Star is really going to hurt. So if you've got Rosa, then you're going to be fine. If you don't, then you can use a different sort of healer like Rem or Iris, or have like a healing call. And then The other thing I would recommend is having some extra damage. So if you have someone like Squall or Core, Noctis, or Leo, they're really going to help out in this fight, just like extra damage from follow-ups. Alright, so with all that said, I'm going to head over to JP now, and I'm going to showcase Rosa's Force and Burst. So give me a quick second. Okay, so we're back on my JP account. So going over to the Lufenia here. So here's my Rosa. She was instantly given Burst Plus and High Armor Plus because I'm that biased towards her. But I love using her. I've actually been using her a lot in the Crystal quest. So I'm working on blue crystals now. So I always bring her along with me because she's really, really helpful. And another thing that's really nice is that with her rework, when you use Prey, it does charge the Force gauge, but it also extends her buffs by 1 turn. So just like Iris. So that totally works out for me. So I'm going to go into this fight and give me a quick second. Okay, so starting off, we're going to use her Force. So now the whole party has Rosa's Prayer and Re-Raise on them for 10 turns. And honestly, in terms of animation, I really, really didn't like that because it's literally just Rosa's LD animation, but they've got Lulu in there just to make it red. So yeah, not my favorite. And then I'm just going to pause right here for a quick second. Okay, so now it's back on Rosa's turn. So now we're going to use Holy Cross. I love how she just apologizes too at the end. Very sweet. So now that Rosa's turn passes, right after he buffs himself, Paladin Cecil will use Holy Blade. So that's what I really like about it. Alright, so boss went down pretty easily. But yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about Rosa. So like I mentioned before, I would definitely recommend pulling for her because if you want like a really good supportive burst effect, then she's definitely your go-to. And she also works as a force charger, and you don't have to worry about her buffs decreasing thanks to her rework. So that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if you will be pulling for Rosa or for Kurtasame, and I will see you all next time.